you can see, there's a piece broken off there. It broke off shortly after I took it out of the box and was fiddling with it. Now I want to talk about the trigger guard. These are very difficult, if impossible, to find if you need one. When I got my kit, everything was together. It looked like this, but it still had a rivet stuck in it, and it was bent back just a little bit. So when I was examining it and I just pushed a little bit on it, it just broke off. And that's not unusual for steel like this, especially when you're bending it 180 degrees into this bend. What happens a lot of time with anything in these materials, when you bend them that much, unless you heat it, you'll get stress cracks in there. And I believe it already had a stress crack in it, and it just took me just touching a little bit and it broke off. So I was going to buy one, and I could not, like I said, I could not find one anywhere. So, being a tool maker, I'm dealing with welding and people that do welding for the company I work for. And from previous experience in my other build, my SETME build, I knew that I could have this piece welded back on. So they did. They welded this back on. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it was my only alternative. I mean, I could have left it with the tab off and just riveted it in, you know, broken, I suppose, but I knew it was broken and I wanted it to be right. So what they did was a process called laser welding, and they welded inside and out, and they did a really good job. You know, the people that did that is Precision Welding Corporation, and they're at 164003, let's say that again, 16403 Lima Road, Huntertown, Indiana, 46748. They have a phone number here. It's 260-637-5514, and you can email them at kelly@precisionweldingcorp.com. And I talked to the guy and I said, so if other people want to get their trigger guards fixed, can they mail them in and have it done? And he said, sure, no problem. So again, here's their card, and I don't know why it looks weird on my screen, but you can take a long look at that. So I got that welded. Again, the only reason I did is because you can't find these on the internet. The other thing I told them was make sure those holes line up, because you know your rivet goes through there. And so they did a really good job. And when I slide this in here, it fits just fine. Fits like it's supposed to. And the hole does line up for the rivet. And that's all I'm going to do on this for today, because I'm waiting on the rivet to come in, and when that happens I'll put the rivet in, and then I can put the rest of the receiver together. So there's that.